When watching someone lift, there are a lot of different things you're trying to look at and make sure they're doing correctly. But when you're coaching someone through a set and you see multiple problems, which one do you solve first? I think this is where having a teaching progression or model comes into play.
A cue is a brief reminder of a specific part of your teaching progression that needs to be corrected. The closer a cue gets an athlete towards your model for that lift, the better it is. So when a client's going through a set and you have 20 different things you need to correct, I think the best option is to find the technical issue that's furthest from your model and start there. If you start throwing too many cues out there at once, the person's going to get confused and frustrated, and you're probably not going to help the situation as much as you could have.
So find the technical issue that's furthest away from your teaching model. Then cue the athlete to fix that one problem. You might have to try multiple different cues to fix it, but once they get a handle on the first issue, then you can move on and try to work on the next technical issue down the line. So how can we do this effectively? First off, a coach doesn't just stand there and cheer you on. Yes, encouragement is part of it, but being able to sit there and watch someone lift and then make adjustments and cues in between repetitions is so valuable.
When your athlete is lifting, they should have the safety pins set, and you, as the coach, should be in the most optimal position to watch and be able to cue them if needed. I personally really like the side view, especially for deadlifts and squats, but you should be checking out different angles to make sure you don't miss anything.
Once we get that down, now it's actually time to watch a set and be in position to give an athlete a cue. For any lift that you watch, it's going to go by fast, so it's going to take some time and an understanding of your teaching progression to not feel overwhelmed from all the different aspects of the lift you should be watching.
You'll start to get an understanding of what each lift should look like, with specific things you'll be checking for, like the bar over the middle of your foot during a squat or the bar staying on a person's leg during a deadlift.
Once you see a technical error or any other issues, you need to be straight to the point. You need to effectively cue the athlete in as little words as possible before they do their next repetition. Here's the checklist you should go through before cueing an athlete. The first thing you need to figure out is, can you fix the issue with a 2 or 3 word cue or something that's just super quick? If you can, do it. That's what a coach is for. Cue the athlete in the moment. One of the most valuable traits a coach can have is the ability to cue an athlete and fix the problem in the moment. So let's say you can't find a way to fix the issue in a couple words and it's going to need a longer discussion. What's the magnitude of the problem you see? If it's a slight issue, let them finish their set and talk it out with them afterwards. If the problem is something that you think is putting your athlete at a higher risk of injury and you can't fix the problem really quickly, it might be time to have them rack the bar up and talk about what you saw. It's not the end of the world. Figure out what the problem was and have them get right back to their set. Or if they were a rep or so shy, count it and move on. Coaching an athlete in person can be a difficult task. You need to be quick on your feet and make decisions fast. The more straight to the point you are, the better.